here today at Police Headquarters to celebrate our annual Board and Chiefs Pride Reception that we host every year. This year is particularly important and momentous because we're recognizing the 35th anniversary of the Bathhouse Raids, and Chief Saunders gave an official apology for what took place back in 1981.
Thank you today for joining us. This year's event is particularly important for a number of reasons. First, to echo my colleagues, it's been 10 days since the tragedy in Orlando, and there are no words to describe or explain such a hateful act. And I feel that all I can say as Chief of Police is that I stand by the LGBTQ2S communities today and every day in unity against hatred. Secondly, we cannot let this evening go without historic acknowledgement. The Toronto Police Service recognizes that February 5th of this year marked the 35th anniversary of one of the largest mass arrests in Canadian history. The Toronto Police raids on Toronto bathhouses did not occur on just one evening, but the February 1981 event was the most dramatic of its destructiveness and in the number of men arrested, some 300. An extraordinary community response led to the eventual acquittal of almost everyone arrested that night. The 35th anniversary of the 1981 raids is a time when the Toronto Police Service expresses its regret for those very actions.
Well, you know, there was still that gap of the relationship that we had with the LGBTQ2S community. And I felt that this was an opportunity to make sure that there's some clarity with where we stand as a police entity, the importance of inclusion, and more importantly, the fact that we need to move forward. And I felt in the feedback that I've got, this was the right move. Now, it took a long time, I understood. But the first opportunity that it was asked of me was, the response was immediately yes. And so you look at the complaints when it comes to any of the hate crimes, the community is always within the top three. So what can we do to help society as a whole have a better understanding of what's going on, and what can we do to help with the healing process?
My name is Bonnie Henderson. My badge number is 6442. And I am the first transgender woman on the force, and that was in 2001.
And how far have we come as a service? Are we moving in the right direction?
Absolutely. I think recognizing everyone in the community, all people, regardless of gender, regardless of skin color, regardless of everything, is important because we're a melting pot. Toronto is a melting pot. It will always be a melting pot. Everyone deserves respect.
Today was an important piece for our police service and the LGBTQ community members that we have within our service to celebrate Pride, and now we're really looking forward to ongoing community events, and in particular to round out the entire month is the Pride Parade on July 3rd.